Thanks for downloading another segment from the Best of the Classic Metal Show. The Classic Metal Show is heard live on Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. And now here's another piece of Classic Metal Show history on the Best of the Classic Metal Show.
The Classic Metal Show.
All right, one last thing here. We got like 15 minutes, and this won't take very long.
No, let's see. What are you going to do?
I was just going to play that radio show.
Yeah, that's going to take long.
No, it isn't. We're not going to play that much of it.
The girl show?
Yeah, you're going to be sick of it before too long, and then you're really going to be just like, oh, turn it off.
See. This is either going to go 5 minutes or an hour.
Well, did you have something shorter or what?
No, I want to do the girl show. I wanted to get that in. I don't care what time we finish.
We only need to play a few minutes of this, and you'll get the idea.
Yeah, I'm awake. I'm ready.
All right. I stumbled across a website called BlogTalkRadio.
Yeah.
BlogTalkRadio. And there's a show out there by two girls.
Yes.
Called Kay and Abby. ABI.
Kay and Abby Show.
Yeah, the Kay and Abby Show.
Great.
Weekly classic rock talk show with an emphasis on Kiss. All right.
Wait, are the Kiss freaks still in the chat room?
Okay. I don't. Yeah, are they? Oh, there they are at the top. Yeah, they're at the top. So anyway, I thought, okay, well, this is kind of interesting. I'll give this thing here a listen.
Okay.
See what two girls bring to the table, because we often feature mostly two dudes.
Sure.
But Kay and Abby evidently are classic rock fans.
Sure they are.
And they have their show, which I just described to you. So I thought maybe we'd play a couple of minutes of this, and you guys can decide, you know, if you want to tune into this yourself.
Yeah, so it's Blog Talk
Radio.
BlogTalkRadio.com/Kay and Abby.
K-A-Y, and that's spelled out A-N-D, A-B-I.
Yeah, in case any of you want to download it.
BlogTalkRadio.com/Kay and Abby.
Right.
Okay, so let's take a listen and see what Kay and Abby can bring to the table.
Okay.
Because there's nothing better than chicks who know how to rock.
That's right.
All right, here we go.
Blog Talk Radio.
Staring down the barrel of another work week. Who says Sunday night can't rock?
Okay, this sounds very much like AM radio almost.
It does, but I'm liking it. They got some Kiss going. This is going to be great.
All right, but I like the delay there.
Okay.
Who says that Sunday can't rock?
You wanted the best, and you've got the best.
It's Sunday Night Rock with Kay and Abby.
2 chicks, 2 clits, 4 tits, Kay and Abby.
Did you just make that up?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
And good evening, everybody. Hi there. It is Sunday night, January 11th, 2009. I'm Kay.
And I'm Abby.
And hi there again. And wow, I think my brain is still packed up in a suitcase somewhere, Abby. Help.
Sorry.
I'm finally home in New Jersey, so I'm like, I think I'm unpacking my life, but I feel like half of things are still in boxes. It's just exciting. And my computer hasn't been running for like 3 weeks, so it doesn't want to do anything. How are you?
I've had better weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Turn it off.
Are they doing this over the phone?
Who cares? I mean, it's bad enough it's over the phone, but who wants to hear this drivel?
Oh, I want to hear it.
Oh, all right.
Because they might tell me something I don't know.
Nothing worse than hearing two bitches blabber about nothing.
Okay, well, let's listen. Maybe they'll impart some, music wisdom on us.
So you're saying they're leading up to something?
They might be.
Okay.
You want to talk about?
Yeah,
So
I'll talk about it because I feel that I need to say something.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm home from Chicago, obviously. Actually, before we came home from Chicago, we spent a few nights in a cabin in western Michigan for our anniversary and whatnot, and it was really nice. Unfortunately,
than meat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got home on Thursday night, and my cat was not doing well, Ace. And so we ended up taking him to the emergency vet that night, and it turns out that he had feline leukemia, and he was extremely anemic to the point where his eyes weren't even focusing. That's how low on energy he was. And so instead of putting him through the only thing we could have done at that point was to do a blood transfusion, and even then it wasn't certain that it would help.
Yeah.
So we ended up putting him to sleep, and it was sad, but my mom was there with me.
That's pretty metal.
And we're not sure how he got it because our other cat tested negative for it the next day, thank God. But, yeah, well, no, he's not an outside cat.
Okay. Then
So he may have been born with it. He may have gotten it from his mom, but I wanted to
shut up.
Aren't you enjoying this?
She was put on this earth to fill her mouth, not use it. Jesus, shut up.
To go and get their cats checked tested for feline leukemia, because it is manageable if you catch it early. They can live.
Know about it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have
it's only like $30.
Yeah, I have a wellness plan with my kitten Yanto, and
she has a wellness plan for her kitten?
Yanto.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Nothing says rock and roll like hearing two chicks talk about their cats.
Right. I enjoy I love it when two girls talk about their pussies.
I was just going to say that.
God damn it. That's hot.
Yeah, they really are talking about pussy. Woo. In the literal sense of the word.
Right.
Hey, I think I sat at the next table from those two chicks at Panera tonight.
They might be from your neck of the woods over there, Doghouse.
Oh God. At least they don't sound like 5-year-olds like some chicks do.
Yeah, no kidding.
They sound like 9-year-olds.
All right. Well, shut up and listen.
Okay. Shut up and play it.
Right. Hail and kill. Oh, boy.
I think the tie-in to Kiss is that, with the cats, this is a veiled Peter Chris reference.
Yeah, well, she called her cat Ace.
Oh, is it Ace?
Yeah, the one that died, Ace.
Well, just kind of like the real Kiss.
Right.
It's about $20 a month, but it covers everything. We just got the poor devil fixed too, so he's absolutely thrilled with that. But it saved us a whole bunch of money, and one of the things they check for right away is, those things like feline AIDS, leukemia, and so it's important to do because, the cat can't tell you if it's not feeling well. So
yeah.
I'm sorry, Abby, and like I said, when you told me, big hug.
Yeah, I was crying a lot, but today I was watching that YouTube video of him from when he was a kitten that I made.
Are you shitting? Come on, dude. We're doing reviews of cat videos on YouTube?
No, it was the video that she made of her cat, and she's
posted
watching
on YouTube.
And put it on YouTube, and now that her cat is dead, she went to YouTube to watch the cat video to sit and remember her cat.
Well, thank God there's a good use for YouTube.
Yeah.
To watch dead cat video.
Right.
It's great.
And remember the good times, and so that was good.
I'm glad. So, I mean, and I told you I also cuddled my kitten for you, which actually, at the time I felt kind of awful.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
These two chicks need to shut up and talk about some real music like the Go-Go's or Cyndi Lauper, for Christ's sake.
She cuddled her kitten for her? Oh, my God. Is this what chicks talk about?
No wonder we don't want them when their clothes are on.
I cuddled my kitten for you.
Yeah. Did you? Great.
About it, but he seemed really confused and scared because I was crying and cuddling him, and anyway, but he's home now too, so he's confused. Like, you know, I remember this place kind of, but don't I live at?
Her cat is confused. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, this is entertaining. They're talking about playing with each other's pussies.
Yeah, well, we already did that, LMOL. Jeez, what's wrong with these guys?
Parents' house now, Mom?
Yeah, but other than that, and my husband leaving on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, not the greatest thing. But I did have a really good time in Chicago, and I'll type up a review of everything. I know I didn't do the TSO show justice last week because I was so focused on Cheesecake Factory. By the way, let me tell you, do not drink a whole bunch of different liquors and beers and then eat dulce de leche cream cheesecake. On top of it, you will be in the bathroom on your hands and knees for a while.
Just like your cat.
I want to see the picture of her crawling on her hands and knees into the bathroom at the TSO show.
No, she went to the Cheesecake Factory after the TSO show.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe she sat next to you at TSO.
You know, she went to the same show, evidently, and then went to the Cheesecake Factory downtown.
Did you see a chick crawling out of there?
Not that I'm aware of.
You missed that?
Last night in Chicago, I am in the bathroom just puking my brains out because all I was doing was drinking.
Is that why she talks like that? She puked her brains out?
I think a long time ago.
Wow.
And eating cheesecake.
I thought you were going to say that, you know, don't drink all of that and then text your co-host, because I got a text from Abby at about 11:30 at night stating sitting inside the Cheesecake Factory is like sitting in a fancy turd. So I knew she was pretty gone.
What? Sitting in the Cheesecake Factory is like sitting in a fancy turd? What does that mean?
I don't even want to know. And what does she relate this experience to? That she has this thought?
But then I had a peach Bellini, a Tootsie Roll shot.
You alcohol.
And I had 2 large beers, because I also went to Second City that night. By the way, they sang to Patrick at Second City. Well, yeah, it was a whole about how the lead actress was going to take my husband home and have him pay her bills and stuff. And so I had 2 large beers and a chocolate martini.
Oh, God. So wait, so you were sick on the floor, and the best part is I was too, because it took me a week to bounce back from food poisoning. I think I kept moaning to you about it whenever we'd talk on the phone. Yeah, I was on the couch still, sick and doing the other thing and it coming out both ends. Good stuff. You know, I love 2009. I feel like it just started today because I have been my 2009 has consisted of sleeping on my parents' couch. But somewhere in that time, Abby, I didn't actually tell you this. This is my last bit of news because I promise we're actually getting to things in the running order tonight. But I cut my hair.
So this is their radio show.
Oh, well, I was hoping that she was going to get to her hair. I was wondering if she cut it or cropped it or what.
Oh, my God. See, this is the exact reason why chicks don't belong on the radio.
Why? This is compelling.
Okay.
Ew.
I cut off what amounted to about 11 inches, and I donated it to Locks of Love, which is the organization.
Not very good.
That's an organization that creates wigs for basically childhood cancer patients. And cancer has touched my family a lot, so it was huge for me to do that. Also, my hair was really pathetically scraggly on the ends, so I was just happy to get it gone. I don't think my hair's been this short since I was like 5, but I donated that, and then a couple weeks prior, before Christmas, I donated blood. I got back into doing that again. So I think I've given everything that I can give right now. I don't have much else except, kidneys, and with how sick I've been,
you could donate more.
Well, there are things I could do, like sell my teeth, I suppose, but
I'm sure she could go out and sell that stinky twat.
Somebody buy some placenta. She could spit that shit out. Make some fucking shampoo or something out of that.
So there you go.
I saw Fight Club. Maybe she could fucking get some lipo done on that big fat ass of hers and fucking make some soap. Come on, cunt, get creative.
So that's the show called Exposed with Kay and Abby.
Oh, dude, we got to keep going. What are you in a hurry?
No, I'm not in a hurry.
Let's go. I'm getting into it now.
I need them. Everything else I'm using.
Let me tell you my hair story, okay? So Patrick and I went to this New Year's Eve party on Navy Pier, and we were both kind of drunk because it had an open bar. And he points at this one girl. He goes, see your hair? And her hair was in a bob. I was like, yeah. He was like, that's hot. So a couple days later, we're walking down Michigan Ave, and we go past the Super Cutters. And I was like, I'm going to get my hair cut. And this is like at 10:30 at night. So I got my hair cut. But the lady, she like parted my hair down the middle and then cut it into a bob. And then she was like, now how do you part your hair? And I part my hair off to the side a bit. So, and then she parted my hair over. But she didn't cut it, so it's kind of uneven. So now I have to go to like my real salon and get it fixed.
Can you fix? Yeah. So wait a minute. Does this mean we're both rocking the short dews now?
Yeah.
They're
not going to know what to do with us.
Well,
you know what I'm getting out of this so far?
This is what I'm getting.
I am getting the one that's on the phone that's overmodulated with the higher voice.
Yeah.
She's a lush that gets the shit pounded out of her by her husband nightly. I have no questions in my mind that dude liquors her up and fucking pounds it in the ass. She is just, I mean, every story is, well, I was a little drunk.
I know. She was drinking a lot.
She was drinking a lot. And my husband looked at some other chick and said, damn, that's hot.
Oh.
What does that say?
Yeah.
Oh, the top of our MySpace page. You saw I did that, right? I made a new band.
I know. I totally don't. My hair's brown and not red.
We don't look like our pictures anymore, everybody. You'll never know it's us. Ha! That's okay. Anyway.
God. Oh, when are they going to get to the rock?
I'm waiting. That's why I don't want to cut out too quick. I know the good story is coming about hard rock and metal.
Okay.
I think we bantered enough. Because we had a lot to talk about, though. But we're going to move into the regular old news, right?
Well, everybody's in
Did you get a chance to
right
switch phones?
But, I sounded loud enough on my phone, and there would be a delay, and it would be weird, and
okay. That's good, though.
But
yes.
Well, what's next? Oh.
Yes, it's your... I did the running order, even though I was amazingly sick. I did the running order.
There you go.
So you're first.
Okay. Do you want me to kick off Kiss News?
Yes, you do, because it says Abby.
Abby, yay. Alright, so everybody posted their happy...
Abby, that's me. Yay.
Wow.
Yay, it's me.
All right, let's do the Kiss freaks a favor. Let's not interrupt here. We're about to get into Kiss News.
Oh, okay. It's with Abby. Yay.
New Year's messages on their websites and whatnot. And Ace said that he is putting the finishing touches on his long-awaited solo album, if you were waiting for Ace's solo album. And it's going to be called Anomaly, and he posted the cover art for it, but the cover art's animated, so I don't know exactly what the cover's going to look like. Unless it's going to be like one of those weird things where if you like turn it just from side to side, it's animated. That'd be kind of cool.
Holographic cover. Hot.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, of course he will. He's a recording artist. He hasn't drunk it all the way. What? No. No, we're excited. Anomaly looks really awesome, and I made fun of it.
Why does it look really awesome?
Actually, it looks like a piece of shit.
The cover looks terrible, and they haven't put out not even 1 second of music to hear.
Believe it when I see it. So apparently he heard me and needed to prove me wrong. So Anomaly coming this year.
I can't stop staring at this cover. It's like
Abby, come back to me. Abby, we have a show to do. Come back to me.
It's
oh my God! Come on.
Oh no! Anybody out there know how to break a trance? Anyone?
Oh.
Okay. So while Abby's jonesing on
I'm worried about Abby. Seems like she's in a trance.
Yeah, she's staring at the new Ace cover. This is driving our chat room nuts. I mean, everybody is just like having a cow in there listening to these two.
They're loving it.
I suppose I can move into this news here. You still there, Champ?
Champ?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back.
She's back from that happy place.
Hey, Ace really should cut his hair and donate it.
We should all rock very short hair because it's 2009 and we can bob our hair like it's the 20s because we can.
What? What? They're rocking the bob.
I'm loving this.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So anyway, seeing as how I announced the Norwegian Kiss Expo last week, I should probably give a little love to another expo coming up. There's one taking place in the homeland of nearly half my ancestry.
And mine, too.
Exactly. Oh, my God. We're German, not vermin. On Friday, February...
They're German, not vermin?
Wow. That was creative.
Wow.
6th, 2009 German Kiss Fan Expo is taking place in Kaiserslautern, Germany. Boy, I almost sounded German there for a minute. At the Fritz-Walter Stadion.
Is there going to be beer?
There better be.
Yeah, that's little Miss Lush over there.
Yeah, you know she's a little happy whore.
Oh, boy.
I'm sure, Eric and Bruce are apparently going to be there at this Kiss Expo as well because they're also at the Norwegian one.
Eric's almost German. I mean, his dad was Austrian. That's like almost Germany.
How can you be almost German? Either you are or you're not. He's almost.
Look, why are you downgrading, dude? They're doing some good Kiss news.
Okay.
Yeah. He's very when he's not rocking the dark hair, he can rock the blonde hair and.
I'm sure Eric can, throw down a pint.
Again with the drinking.
She's a lush.
She is. How many times has she mentioned alcohol in the last? I played 12 minutes of this whole podcast so far.
I don't know.
And enough with rocking the dues, girls.
Yeah, come on, dude.
If he's not rocking the blonde hair, he's rocking the dark hair, and he's rocking the short hair, and rocking this. Oh my God.
So yes, Eric and Bruce are going to be doing a Q&A as well as an autograph session. Apparently, PaulStanley.com is also going to be on hand to give out some items in connection to One Live Kiss.
Okay.
And the usual array of merchandise and memorabilia, all sorts of stuff, and yes, maybe beer. Someone go and call us and tell us if there is indeed beer at the German Kiss Expo.
I'd stand up during the Q&A and I would challenge them
to a drinking
beer
game.
Pong.
You should challenge Eric to a keg stand competition. That could be exciting.
That would be awesome. I'm all for that.
Or maybe, Bruce, because clearly he's in the middle of some stuff now. He updated too, right? His site?
Bruce does everything. Bruce did update his site. Bruce makes me tired.
So does Eric make me tired. They're both just always busy. They're crazy men.
Did you hear Podcast's interview with Tommy Thayer, and Tommy Thayer was talking about how Eric drinks a lot of coffee and they're worried about him?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Yeah, does he buzz, maybe he like hums, maybe he visibly vibrates.
Right.
That would be bad. Like a tick. You can never get a good picture of Eric Singer because he's never sitting still. He vibrates slightly.
Why do you look so blurry?
Why are you always so blurry?
Oh my God.
Well, it's because I have an IV of caffeine direct. So what did you say in the update? Yeah.
Bruce is everywhere. Bruce posted his Happy New Year message, and he said he is still working on BK3, made a lot of progress on it, working on it, still working on it. He did an in-store in Phoenix, and did a show, I guess, with Grand Funk Railroad. And I don't know, he did, like, freaking everything. Jammed with some people in Vegas. Oh
God. He's a busy boy, but I'm looking forward to BK3 whenever that's done. Every time I say BK, I think it's Burger King. But no, he is indeed not working at Burger King. He's too good for that.
Pretty funny.
He's too good for that.
Pretty funny.
Had enough?
Yeah, I think that's about all I can stand.
All right. Well, again, that's called Exposed by Kay and Abby. And if you want to go listen for yourself, you can go over to blogtalkradio.com/K. That's KAY and ANDABI.
Yeah, great.
Enjoy it for yourself.
Yeah, really. I'm sure it'll be just as great to listen with no commentary where all you actually hear is these two fucking boobs.
So anybody can be a DJ.
Well, these two have got it down, man. I mean, great topics. You know, hair,
dead cats,
hair,
drinking at the Cheesecake Factory,
rocking the bob,
rocking the
brown hair, rocking the blonde hair,
rocking the short hair.
Yeah, you can always talk about hair, short hair. You won't recognize us because of our hair. It's
right.
Quite the show.
It is quite the show, and I'll be tuning in weekly. Thanks for checking out the Best of the Classic Metal Show. You can tune into the Classic Metal Show live every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com.
The Classic Metal Show.